Welcome back to Get Into It with Tami Roman. I, of course, am the Tami Roman. Now,
Yes,
my
you
guest
are.
needs no introduction. He's mastered the fields of music, TV, and film, and now he is dominating the tech world. I mean, he really needs no introduction, but please welcome the very talented and super funny Ray J to the show.
You gotta laugh when you selling stuff and when you creating stuff. You want to make them laugh. You want to make them feel good. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
How you doing today? Thank
I
you
am
for having
well.
me.
How about you?
Shout out to everybody at Fox and everybody with Soul, and together we are FOXSOUL.
There's FOXSOUL, baby. Listen, I want to thank you for being here because I know with the family and all the businesses and, you're just a busy man. And so, you don't do a lot of interviews. So thank you for blessing me.
Thank you. And then a lot of times it's because they always go viral. It seems like I'm really trying to get something across, and then something else goes across that. And then it's everywhere, which is all good. I love it. But
I want to ask you, were you staying out of trouble?
Oh, always. Like me in trouble. I mean, I lost trouble maybe, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago. As far as staying lit and staying in the conversation and staying on top of it all, really with no boundaries, I'm still at it.
Yeah. That's what we love about you. Let me tell you something. In my household, there is no Ray J slander. My husband says Ray J is a legend out in these streets, baby. He really rocks for you. So
Appreciate it.
It's on and popping.
Hey,
that's what he always sings.
That record really turned me into the lit me because I wanted to have a song that was turned up, right? Because it was a lot of love songs that I was doing, and my sister had the whole love. She was Brandy, and everything was clean cut and beautiful. And for me, I was just grimier and more just riskier. And I wouldn't say more fun because me and Brandy the same fun. Yeah. But just my message was just more of a turned up message. So to come out with that record first, and it actually was successful. At the same time, Pharrell was making his mark when I was telling everybody, this dude is about to be bigger than everybody. They didn't believe me. Yeah. And now they believe me because only thing that happened is time caught up to what was already a reality.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you are big in this house. He don't let nobody say nothing.
Thank you. I love your husband.
I'm excited at the place that you're at in your life right now. I don't know if you remember this, but we ended up at the same place in West Hollywood, a nice little spot where you could pick up a few little things. And I saw you there and I said, I really, really love the relationship Ray J, the guy that's family Ray J, and I don't know if you remember that conversation. So for me to see it now, you have two of the most beautiful kids.
Thank you.
We love your relationship. I actually want to take a look at a video that you recently posted of the kids. Oh my God, they're precious.
No, this way. Give them a yes.
Oh, you guys.
They are so yummy. Listen, your son Epic is one, and your daughter Melody just celebrated her 3rd birthday. I saw all the pictures.
I've been running around with them today, man. They are the best, most exciting, fun handful anybody could ever ask for. I love it.
I know it's the most unrewarding in terms of you don't get kudos for being a good parent, right? That's what
you gotta want to do it. You gotta want. I love my kids so much. I almost want to retire because I'm so good at marketing.
Oh.
So if I spent 24 hours a day on fatherhood, how great can I be on that? And that's what I'm thinking right now. I want to be the dopest father in the world, the number one father,
You are thinking about retirement? I didn't think I would hear that.
Yeah, I want to retire at the end of the year because the way I work is beyond it's unmatched. And I've been around all of the greatest and I look and I study them and I go, okay, but still there's one thing in my mind and my soul that I feel I'm better at everybody on is just nonstop until it's perfect, until it's right, until we all are sitting in the back going, wow, we had a successful run. I can't sleep at night, and that's bigger for me than anything is that I always want to make sure what we do is extremely successful, no matter how long it takes though, because it's not an overnight thing. And I look at everything long term, 5 years, 10 years of anything to really see significant numbers. And so with that being said, the future, if God just keep us here on this earth, which thank you, God, for having me here today. I mean, the things that we could shape and move around for the inner city, for the kids, for the community, for the culture, and for everybody worldwide, we want to tap in. I want to tap in.
Now, if you were and this is hypothetical, but if you were to fulfill that thought process of retiring at the end of the year, you actually grew up in the business as a child star. Would you take time to actually work with your children? Would you let them be in the business?
I think like whatever, like I just want to be able to just be everywhere and just not really have the pressure on the execution. Because when I'm hired to do something or when I put a project together, that's all I think about. I eat, sleep, and SH. We on FOXSOUL, but it becomes my oxygen to be successful in whatever product or project I'm in. So I just want to take all of that energy eventually, if it's not at the end of this year or next year, but I'm on my cool down mode, like maybe December. But if I take all this energy and put it into fatherhood, whatever they want to do, if we just want to run around and just dance all day with no timeline of what I got to do later, then that's what I want to start focusing on. So I'm already thinking, ahead for that.
Now, two things you mentioned, I wasn't going to mention them, but you said it. So now I'm going to address it. One of those moments that you said, those viral joints. First off, you mentioned Princess. How is the relationship going? Because I never want to see another story that you guys are breaking up. I just feel like you guys are young and you're still finding yourself, and then you incorporate children into that and trying to be good parents. And so you're gonna have, those bumps and bruises, but I see the love there. So how is that going?
It's going great. I mean, I think we both understand the journey that we got to take. And I think we both understand what we have to do to fight for each other and fight for our kids and fight for our future together. And we talking 15, 20 years from now, all of those things matter. And relationships have these different twists and turns, from love and sex and passion to friend and family and best friend, complacency, and, to excitement, to romance, taking care of people and health. And it's just so many different dynamics to being in a married relationship. And I love it. I feel like we almost lost it. Like literally we was, I don't know, at the like one centimeter yard, like of the yard line. Wow. And, we moved to Miami and I went out there for my birthday and I said, I don't want to party for my birthday. I just want to be with my kids, my wife. Let's just talk about this thing. Let's move out here. Let's get a house. Let's just start over. And honestly, shockingly, from the higher power, it's just been a complete 360-degree turnaround. Even with the couples retreat show, it was tough, man. And even when we left the show, it just wasn't there. And then getting there after, and then now we're in this space. I mean, and we can have a disagreement and not get along for 30 minutes, and we deal with it different, and we get back together and work it out. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's all about. So I think we needed all of this to get here, and we still growing, but we want to do it together. I love her forever, and the way she's just being with the kids and the patience and just the 24-hour support. She don't want a housekeeper. She don't want a nanny. I gotta have the housekeepers to come through, but the nanny and none of that. Like, she not having that. If it ain't the grandparents, she not with it. She'll spend the time. And so all of those things, her on that. Yeah, all of those things really matter. So I commend her with being patient with me and hanging in there.
I'm excited about that. And I think we can shut down rumors with just what you just said. It's like, we see the blogs, we see the stories, but for the most part, the world is rooting for y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so and we appreciate that.
We work.
And a lot of times, look, I don't really when I post, I just keep posting. But a while back, and when I was just in a darker place, I would look at the comments sometimes, and a lot of that stuff people were saying was true. And it was upset with me about a lot of stuff, and it was going at me, but the stuff they were saying was true. And so I was listening to people low key, you know, and trying to find my space at the same time. So, you know, God is good, man. And you treat your family right, you treat your wife right, or the mother of your kids or the father of your kids. You know, don't do it to get blessings, do it from the heart, but your world becomes fresh and clean.
Yes, yes. Blessings are inevitable when you do right by people. I feel you. Before we take a break, I want to ask you one quick question, and then we're going to talk more with you. But will there be a Moesha reboot? And on that note, Soulmates, Fox Soul, we'll be right back with more Get Into It with Tami Roman. Welcome back to Get Into It. I am here with Ray J, the silly person that he is. Y'all don't always get to see that because he be so busy being sexy all the time.
No, I'm never sexy.
Listen, I think the ladies would beg to differ. In
15 years.
I think the ladies would beg to differ.
No, I ain't been a sex symbol since the sex symbolized itself.
You know what? Whatever. Whatever, Ray J. Let's talk about music, though. Now, I told you, wait a minute. That's a staple in my household. Sexy Can I? One Wish. Everybody loves that. Are you going to be doing more music?
You know, I'm going to give you the exclusive, Tammy.
Please.
On this one. Because I'm not, I try to be the best at everything I do, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Chris Brown is one of my close friends and we create all the time. He's the best in R&B, period. Number one. In my opinion, facts, I think it's a fact. So Chris got the R&B game on lock and I'm supporting Chris, not 100%. And we've been creating and we do a lot of stuff together and we working on some technology stuff in the future, God willing. I say that to say, I'm not gonna try to focus on being the best in R&B. I'm doing one last album. Just one more and I'm done with music. I'm putting it out hopefully in the next few months. It's called Radiation X. It's an anniversary album of the One Wish project that I did. Yes. It's all new vocals. All the songs that people liked from that album, I did them again. The vocals is, to me, my best vocals ever. I'm not trying to compete with no singers out there, but I am in a competitive space, meaning y'all check the songs, check the runs, check the harmonies. Everything is new. It ain't been done before as far as these runs I created and these harmonies I put together on this project. So this is my final album, though, and then I'm done for good.
I think that's what you're saying now. I think once you actually release that one and see how the fans love it, you'll be like, okay, well, maybe one more.
Nah, that's it. Then I can be like, that's it. I want to go out with a bang. I want to go out on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to go out on top. So yeah, no, that's coming out. I got features from like Keisha Cole, Jacquees. Jacquees got on the One Wish remix. He killed that. Trying to get Miguel on one song. We close. We got Neo on the single, Ray J and Neo on the What I Need X remix. That's coming. Wow. Shout out to Neo too. Very creative guy, man. Very smart. And so so I'm cooking. That's the last album, Radiation X. 100% independent. I told the people I was trying to do the deal with me, but now I already got the money to put it out, y'all. Y'all was too late, man. I got the money, y'all. Not my money. I got my other investors.
Look, they say, you know, you can't wake nobody up that want to be sleep. You know, it's
you never want to. I never believed in auditioning for stuff. I always believed in building it up to a point where people want it, and I got options.
That's how it's supposed to be, especially coming from the legacy that you come from. I mean, you know, with Brandy being your sister, your mom, like I love your mom so much. Like I used to back in the day be like, I want Sonja to manage me. Like, how can I get to her? Like, she's so dope. So, and then you built your lane within your legacy. So that's how it should be. They got the verses that is coming up with Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. I kind of thought that you were going to do a verses. Like, who you got your money on in that Bow Wow and Soulja Boy?
I don't have enough hits to be on verses. Listen, Brandy did verses, and I went with her. Larry let me produce the commercial for it, and control the travel and all of the outside production. And so I did the verses with Brandy. I only got like 4 hit records. You need 20 hits, so I'm disqualified.
Well, to that I say this. I love that you are so humble. This is like, I'm really living for this humbleness that you're exuding. However, I have seen people on these verses and they be having 2 good hits and the rest is fillers. You definitely have more than 4. So we're not even going to let you say that. But if you don't want to do
well,
it,
if you count Another Day in Paradise would be overseas, then yeah, I might be able to squeeze out 4.5.
Okay, Ray J, just say you don't want to do a versus. But who you betting on with Bow Wow and Soulja Boy?
Well, over the weekend, I was with Soulja. Diddy threw a really dope event with Issa Rae. And it was really a sexy event. And, you know, me and Soulja been rocking for a long time. We got this new record that he's putting out. You know, Bow is my bro too. You know what I'm saying? It just, to me, the combination is not, I can't compare the two. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Jeezy and Gucci where it was like this, right? The opponent was an equal component. Soulja's just real more like aggressively in the street category, and Bow's like more of a mainstream. Yeah. But then Soulja's extremely commercial because Crank That, and he's the first to even become an internet star. So I don't know. I'm in between. I want them both to win. I hope they get some shares in the company. Trilla's killing it right now. So as long as the homies can eat off some shares, then they both win.
See, that's how you think, which is why you're balling in tech, which is our topic.
And you know what? And I want to say Timberland and Swiss, to everybody that helped them on the way to get verses to where they are. And I'm speaking from just seeing what Brandy experienced. They looked out for everybody, and they made sure everybody was a part of the behind the scenes and the shares and the ownerships of all the things that they held. And that's Timberland and Swiss, for them to do that was, you know, just, I mean, I don't know how to say it, but I was like, that's the realest play I've ever seen somebody make with that kind of growth and that fast to give back like that was strong. So much respect. Well, to just give to the artists that.
That's good to know because
that's why they blessed. That's why they keep getting blessed.
Yeah. But you, sir, you launched your tech company, Raycon, a few years ago, and you've already passed 1 million customers and have sales of over, get ready for this, soulmates, $100 million. Okay, let me just say it again, because I feel like some people in the back didn't hear what I had said. $100 million. And you just launched this company a little over a year ago. What made you decide to get into tech?
Well, it's a 3-year company. In the past year, I've really been going harder on like the brand awareness as far as commercial slots and as far as putting it in everybody's face, as far as just on our online marketing. But, you know, for 4 years, we're almost at 2 million customers. You know, in the future, hopefully by the end of the year, it'll happen. Over a million earbuds sold, you know, and it just, you know, for us, it's a blessing, and it helps us see the future on what we need to do to get better. Because now that we're in this position, we have so much more pressure to do better, and the opportunities are endless. So from my CEO, CMO, my CFO, those 3 guys together with me, we're a super powerhouse, I think, because we're just from different spaces, and we all are great in our world and in our space, from acquisition marketing to strategic marketing. You know what I mean?
I feel like I see it all goes back there.
Yeah. So I sold the company Scooty Bike. So I'm not a part of the Scooty Bike brand. I still got bikes, and I'm like Batman. I'm like a hood Inspector Gadget, right? I still got the bikes, but the company sold to a company called Loop. I sold it 2 years ago. It's trading on the TSXV right now. That's the Toronto Stock Exchange. It's also trading on the OTC too. I'll give you the ticker. Do what you please, but the ticker's LPPPF on the OTC, and on the TSXV it's LOOP.V. So if y'all want to check it out, the Scooty Bikes, it went public with a company called Loop. I'm no longer a part of the Scooty Bike brand. It is sold, and it is in its own world.
Well, that's unfortunate, because now I don't need to be offended, because I was like, I didn't get no damn Scooty Bike, and I wanted to be scooting on a bike somewhere. So you done sold it.
I still got bikes. I still got bikes. No, I
Well,
still
I
got
don't want
bikes,
the
so
scooty
I'm gonna
bike
get you a
now that
bike.
you don't own it. I wanted to be like, yo, I rock with Ray J, got my scooty bike. Shoot.
Yeah, no, I'm working on something new in the electric transportation space, so I got something coming.
Okay. Don't leave me out this time. What else is back there in the back? I see all this stuff in the back. What else you got back there?
Oh, you want to see? Look, listen, this is my first Basquiat painting I purchased. I just got it. Of course, we got the earbuds, so you got to get these. Yes. I got the over the ears. I got the blue. I got red, pink, rose gold. Any color Raycons you need. It's like a fashion statement plus the highest quality earbud you can get for that price. Period.
Okay,
I want to
give me some over the ears because I'm
Say
old.
no more. I got you. We got white. We got black. We got silver. We're a really colorful company. But check this out. Just as an investment, though, this is my first Basquiat. You know what I'm saying? This is my starter kit.
Oh, nice.
That's the certificate of authentication.
Authenticity. Okay, so you get into the art game now. I love how your mind thinks. I love how your mind thinks.
Shout out to Jay-Z. I only talked to Jay maybe for like 5 minutes in my whole life, but I look up to him too. He got a big Basquiat. Yeah. He got the big boy. So you got to crawl before you walk.
Before you walk. How can Black people, and I wanted to come from you, be educated on how to learn how to enter tech? Like, what was your process? Did someone come and say, hey, this is what you should do? Did you do your own research and investigation and figured out what lane you could fit into? Like, what's the process so that other people can learn and follow you?
Just taking chances in anything, taking chances and then sticking to it. Because in anything, there's going to be a point where you're going to feel like, nah, let me just move on to the next thing. This ain't it, or this ain't worth it, right? And that's the point where either you stick with what you've been working on to see it go through, or you start over again and always end up at that very place of thinking that you should move it around. So the tough times of anything is the most critical. Every business I've done, I've always either been laughed at or told it wasn't going to work, or compared to some people that were so great. You know, they just belittled like just what your idea is in its entirety, right? And all of those things helped me work harder than anybody else to just make sure that I know that these dreams that I got in my head can be manifested from one mind to millions of people with the right work. It can't happen just with the manifestation and the chance and the belief from the inside. Like, you can believe it, but you got to know it. Once you know it, you got to put actions to the know. And that means like psychotically work hard on that project. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I'm about.
I'm so happy for you. I do definitely want to get my damn Raycon.
I got you. Listen, Raycon Global, I'm going to set you up on something. I'm going to do something custom for you. I'm going to hook you up on something custom that you're going to like, that I'm going to personalize. You know what I mean?
Will slide in your DMs. I'll slide in Princess DMs. I'll slide in Wax DMs. I will with everybody until I get my earbuds, my over the ears.
That's what's up. Oh, damn, we could say on the show? We could curse on the show?
They're going to bleep that out.
Oh, they're going to bleep it out. Okay, yeah, because I was trying to be real curse worthy.
I wanted you to know how sincere I was about getting those. Now, listen, let me ask you this. I heard some tea. And then I want to get into Tammy's Fast Five, which is something that we do around here that's a little fun. But I heard you was starting your own network. I heard that. Because you know my ears be to the street now. You know my ears be to the street, right?
Well, I'm cooking. Again, right now I'm learning, right, from Lemmy and from the Zeus Network. And of course, my Viacom family has shown me a way with reality and with producing and with just executive produce. I got two strong blueprints. So I'm creating my own template in the future, maybe. But right now I want to see Viacom in the new space that they're in, with how they're doing the production with the in-house production team. It's just dope. The in-house production team on VH1 right now with these shows we doing. Woo, it's refreshing. Yes. And so I love that. I'm learning from that. I'm learning from the Zeus Network and what we doing over there. So maybe in due time, but right now it's just about Raycon Global. It's about making sure that, 3 years from now, we are the company to go to for technology and for music and for earbuds and all kind of other, musical SKUs. that's what I'm focused on right now. And God is good, man. We got a long way to go.
I'm excited for you and everything that you got going on. Let's jump into this Tammy's Fast Five. Now I'm going to ask you 5 rapid fire questions, and you just answer with the first thing that pops into your head. What has been your favorite acting role to play?
My favorite acting role to play ever was D-Money on Moesha.
Okay, love that. Are there any roles that you turned down that you now regret not doing?
Well, it was one role that I got when I did an audition. It was the movie Beyonce did with Jamie Foxx. It was the big musical. What was it? I think it won an Oscar. It was
not
the big musical.
Was it the Dreamgirls one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I got the role for the Dreamgirls part. I forgot. I did not turn it down. So I was doing one-on-one, the sitcom one-on-one. They turned me down from doing it because they said it would affect the timing of it, which it wouldn't have, because I could have did both. But they said no. And I was mad that I was doing the show at the time, because I'm like, I would have definitely rather tapped into Dreamgirls and been a part of something with Beyonce and such and so legendary, for real.
Yes. When was the last time you had to curse somebody out?
On couples therapy? I mean, on a day-to-day, as far as my day-to-day combos with my team, I curse a lot, right? And they curse a lot because we trying to get done. So I'm thinking, if you really want to know, maybe an hour ago.
I love it. Okay, 4th question. Besides yourself, who throws the wildest parties in the business?
The wildest parties? I don't go to the wild parties no more. I go to the classy, Black excellence parties. And there's only one person in the world that is the king of that. And that is P. Diddy himself. You know what I mean? He just threw a sexy Black excellence event yesterday. And Janelle Monáe was there, and Tracy Ellis Ross, and a lot of just really just sexy Black people that came through. And the vibe was just so powerful but fun, because you can be powerful and successful, but you can also have fun and get lit in the right way, that fits your character, who you are. And Puffy exudes that. He brings people out, and people can be themselves and still be classy and have fun.
Absolutely. Last question. There's been a lot of scuttlebutt in the business, in the industry, and rumor has it that you are very well endowed. Have you ever measured your actually how big it is?
Well, I'm getting older. So as I get older, I'm sure it gets smaller. I'm sure.
It went from 14 to 12. Is that what
it's going down? And I think it's going down. It's going down from probably 7 to 3.
Goodbye, Ray J. You know what? Thank you for joining me tonight and being a
You know what they say, everything is bigger on TV. So I'm just saying, I'm just warning you.
Oh, Lord, this man. God bless you. Listen, where can everybody find you at, Ray? What's all your social media handles and the website so they can purchase their earbuds?
Yeah, just go to rayconglobal.com, get your earbuds. Also, subscribe to the site, give us your email so we can give you vouchers and other ways you can get more percentages off of the earbud. You might be walking away with paying $40 for the earbud after, we throw everything on top of it. Yeah. So yeah, just give us your email, come to rayconglobal.com and tap in with us and look at all the things we have for sale. Also, come to Ray J, at Ray J on my social media feed, because I'm giving away a bunch of money. Every day I'm giving money away. I'm giving earbuds away. I'm giving Chanel purses away, Louis purses, PlayStation 5s, the whole bang. So just come to my site, to my Instagram, and just tap in every night. You'll see me going live. I do it late night because I don't like to make it a thing. Yeah, I'm just giving it away to the people that's in my live. So we gave away about $5,000 in the past few days. And
shit, let me stay up late and come through.
And so by that, hopefully we over $1 million giveaway at the end of the year. That's how much money we want to give away. And we giving earbuds away all day too. So follow Raycon Global on Instagram and tap into our live feeds at night and come get some of the stuff we throwing out.
Go get that bread, soulmates. You heard it here first. Follow Ray J on all his social media. Now stick around because you've got questions and I've got answers. Ask Tammy is up next on Fox Soul. But that was Ray J, y'all.
Tammy.